Aimed at, Angi. Are you asking me which one we are discussing? We are discussing to be aimed at. We are talking about this one. To be aimed at, which can be a synonym for the word target, to be targeted at. The only thing that you need to remember is that it is used with a preposition at. So my career is aimed at becoming a successful journalist. Your career is aimed at, so it's always with at. The target market is young women, I guess it's clear, who wants to look good. Then we have colors here. So it comes in 3 colors, but it's important to remember again. I know that you know this, but sorry, to be aimed at. Yes, Nainajan. I know that you know this, but I want to draw your attention on this preposition in. So it comes in 3 colors. It's almost identical in Armenian. We say yere guinove galis. So it comes in 3 colors. We offer it in 4 colors. So whenever you want to talk about the number of colors of a model or whatever, you should use in. It comes in, we offer it in 3 colors, you can find it in 5 colors. So important preposition. And weight, it weighs about ½ a kilo, it's lightweight. By the way, lightweight, what does that mean? Okay, kashir is lightweight, narine, sorry, I'm muted. Lightweight, it means tetev kash, all right, and it's quite heavy, just the antonym. I'm going, Zara Kashir, right. I'm going to ask you a question, hope you remember or hope you know. So when we are talking about quite, quiet, and quit, you remember the difference or you know the difference. When I want to say Baba Ganin, when I want hello Narina, when I want to say hangist, it's quiet. Very nice. Quiet. Hangist. You spell like Nura and Vartulidit and Vartited. Exactly. And quite, Baba Ganin, you spell Quite. Exactly. Good. What about the verb to quit? How do you spell it and what does it mean to quit? Good, Ripsime. And Gohar. Good. Well done. What does it mean? Naira, you as well. So to quit, not exactly Heratsnel, though it has that meaning as well, but also to stop, ayo, that Heratsnel also lekel. Right, so I quit the country. Very nice. Abandon, Angin, perfect. Well done. To abandon, to quit, to leave. Yes, you're quite right. So measurements, it's just 35 centimeters long, it's 25 centimeters high, it's 25 centimeters wide. I guess no problem here. Features, it has a unique design. Can you tell me a synonym for the word unique? Yes, Garna, you're right. You're right, Nora, but I wanted to hear some synonym from you for unique. Unusual. Single, no, Vartwe, you wouldn't say single. Original, yes. Special, okay. But a word that starts with R, and this is a French word. A word which starts with R, and it means special. Rare, yes, Ghana, I guess you wanted to write rare. Right, you are. Rare and unique design. You can close it easily, no problem here. Price, the trade price is 50 euros. It costs 65 euros, it's just 75 euros, no problem here. And delivery, we can deliver within 3 days. It is important to remember that you shouldn't be using the word during here. It's not a good idea to say it can deliver during days. No, within 3 days when you're talking about delivery and something that is going to be delivered, to be given to you, to be lent to you, and etc. We are using within, which is the synonym of the word during. But in this context, in business, when you're talking, for example, when we are talking about signing a document, agreement, a memorandum, or whatever, you're saying the agreement will be signed within 3 days, meaning 3 օրերի ընթացքում, 3 օրերի երկայնքով, ինչ որ մի օր. But you should use within, not during. So we will deliver within a week. The price includes postage and packing. Postage and packing, are we all clear about these words or no? Postage and packing. Or packaging in this case, with packaging. Exactly. But in this case, the price includes posting, meaning that it includes also sending the item, delivery or the shipment of the item, and packaging, you're quite right. Okay, now what we are supposed to do. So I'm going to call people online, but I'm going to start with myself to introduce you how we should do that. I am going for myself. I'm going to think of a product in my head, but I'm not going to tell you. Postage is when you send the item. For example, I buy this, for example, this pen or whatever from China. I ordered it from China, and they are going to deliver it. This is called postage. Also, matakaran. So the postage of this pen no, if we're talking about postage, it is not badvirel. So postage is when you send the product by post, or I don't know, shipment exactly. Clear with that? Can we move on or not yet? Okay, so now I'm going to introduce, we can what, Ganajan? We can move on, I guess. This is what you meant? Okay. So I'm going to describe a product, but I'm not going to name a product. And I should try my best to use as many words as I can from the useful language. And you should guess. In my case, you can guess as quickly as possible. But when I'm going to call people online, let them talk a bit, at least for some 40 seconds or 30 seconds. Let them talk, and only then you will give out your option. In my case, you can jump in as soon as you guess what I'm talking about. So it's very stylish and fashionable. It is quite popular not only in Armenia, but also all over the world. I can say that it's one of the best-selling products. Now, okay, so now, Aganajan, I am describing a product, but you don't know what product I am describing. You should try to guess what product I'm describing. And I'm trying to use the words from this useful language. Listen to me and try to guess what product I have in mind. It can be product, it can be a service, it can be everything. Then, Nora, I will call you online, okay? Manager, now you just listen and try to guess what product I am presenting. Is it a problem only with Vartuhi, or you're having problems listening to me, guys? Okay, so people are having problems with my voice. Okay, so guys, I guess it's your connection. I guess it's your connection, guys, because people are saying that my voice, hey. Okay, good. So your connection, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, so now I am describing the product. I'm starting it again. So this product is stylish and fashionable. It is very popular not only in Armenia, but also almost all over the world. It's one of the best-selling products in Armenia that is being exported to other countries as well. It is aimed at men mostly, though currently very many women use this product as well. Yes, Bartley, you are quite right. No, Goar. An Armenian product, cars, come on. We don't have any production of cars. Bartoli, yes, you are quite right. I was talking about brandy. Yes. So now, the same way, try to think of a product, but a well-known product, so that it's easier for you to guess the product. Noura is going to be the first person to come online. She will come online and she will talk about the product without naming the product. You are not writing anything unless I tell you to do so. Do not interrupt her. Let her talk for some 30 seconds, okay? Then once I do like, I don't know, like this or something with my hands, only then you jump in. So far so good? Or you need more explanation of the rules of the game? Okay, okay, Noura, invite yourself online. We are all ears. Yes, we are waiting for Noura. Noura, we are waiting for you. Noura, where are you? Okay, now
I'm here.
Okay, good.
I'm here.
Yes, we can hear you now. Please start.
How are you?
I am fine, and I hope we are fine. Start, Noura.
Yes, of course. I want to present one thing, one product, what we are using every day. And every day, and we use many information. We can see many products, clothing. We can
No idea. Noura, have a look at the chart.
What?
Look at what people wrote in the chat box. You have the word there, Fatih.
No, it's not. Yes, order. We can order within products, many products too, many things. We can communicate with other people in different side of a world. And
Is it internet, Noura?
This product use internet too.
Computer? PC, computer, phone?
Now we all see front of this product.
Notebook. We have a notebook in the chat box.
Yes.
Okay.
Notebook.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, computer.
Okay, Nourajan, well done. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Okay. Let me see. Vartite, would you like to come online? Good. Vartite?
Hello.
No, just one thing, Vartite, you should try to use as many words from this useful language. Not only present the product, but also try to use as many words as you can. Okay?
Okay.
Good. We are all ears.
Once I ordered a thing which is and fashionable and stylish, and many people like it to use, and also it's a popular model. Everybody wears it, and everybody, I think, likes the sale shop in Yerevan. No.
Jeans. We have an option. Jeans.
Made of leather. Best-selling product, because lately there was a sale in this shop in Yerevan.
Lifestyle, Nike, Adidas.
No. It's made of leather. It's made of leather.
Sally.
Yes, and shoes. Yes,
And
it's from
shoes.
Italy, and they are shoes.
Good, very nice, Vartiter. Well done. You have used quite a lot of words. Good done. Good
Thank
job.
you very much.
Okay. Let me see. Narine Piloyan, maybe you. Would you like to come online? Good. Start. Narnejan, hello.
Hello. I will describe one product which is very sweet and we can make preparing in Armenia, and not only sweet things but bad things too. It is can danger health of people.
So you have Grand Kent on this.
Yes, Grand Candy. Grand Candy.
Good. Sorry, it was short. Not my fault. Thank Okay.
you.
Ripsime Pogosyan, would you like to come online? Cool. Yes. Ripsime, please.
Yes, it's very popular model. It is very stylish and one of our best-selling products. The main target market is young people, especially, and people who love to travel and carry.
And Kerry? Ripsime.
Do you hear me?
Now we can. Okay. People.
The connection is bad.
Okay, that's okay. We still can hear you. So an option here, traveling agency.
No.
No. Okay, then go on.
It comes in two colors, blue and black. It is very lightweight, so it's easy to carry, and it has a lot of space, so you can put a lot of things in it.
Dog, Nura.
No. It is 27 centimeters high. Yes, backpack. Bahram is right.
A backpack. Okay. Okay. You. And Hermine, maybe you are going to be the last person if you want to come online. What do you think, Hermine? Would you like to come online? Okay. In that case, Gane Voskanyan. Okay. Okay, then who else? One more person. Is there any volunteer who would like to come online? Vara, maybe you? Oh, Nura, sorry. Okay, Narine, please. Narine. Hey. Oh, sorry. Narine, sorry. I forgot that we have two Narines. No, the one is already online. Sorry, I will be more attentive. Yes, Narine, please go on.
Many people say that the product now is not very is not popular, but recently it is very popular, and some people say that it is also stylish. It is very useful product and help everyone to be very wise and smart. And all of me use that product, especially students and pupils.
Book? Really? Okay, Hasnik, well done. I didn't have any idea she was talking about book. Okay, good. Thank you. Well done, guys. Thank you. Now we move on and we're going to have a reading here. So all you need to do, but I guess you cannot hear, you cannot really see this. Okay, so you need to use words from the box to complete the DART leaflet below. Hope you can see the leaflet, hope you can read it, and you have the words in the small boxy that is here. You're gonna have 2 minutes or 1 minute, but please do not write anything in the chat box right now. I'm gonna be silent for a minute, then after a minute is gone, I will return and we will check the answers, please. Ten seconds left. Okay, to start, I would like to ask you a question. What do you think about this leaflet? Do you think that it really attracts attention? And do you think that if you were a tourist or if you were a consumer of this product, would you go and would you hire a car from this DART car hire? Do you think that it is attractive enough? Do you think that this advertisement is attractive enough for clients or no? Okay, yes, it is an ad. It is a leaflet, an advertisement. But my question is whether you think we're not talking about the way it is formatted and etc., right? Content is more important for you. But I was more talking about the external stuff that you have around this advertisement. What do you think about the format? What do you think about the colors? Not really attractive. Okay, other opinions. If you say that it's attractive, I want you to tell me why you think that it's not attractive. You should reason why. Suppose you're reading a newspaper, or suppose you are buying a newspaper and you see this. Are you going to be attracted by the colors and the way it is formatted? I will add more colors, okay? Something eye-catchy. The first line is very attractive. Which first line? Join our DART car hire Gold Club today. Marty, are you talking about that one? Not bright colors, no picture, just the content. They don't describe the cars. Up to 50% sale. Okay, the first line. So what do you think, guys? When it's more than one sentence, it's not attractive. Yeah. Maybe Ripsi Mejan, I agree, that might be the cause would be more attractive. I have a question. What is the first thing that catches your eye when you are looking through an advertisement or a text like this? When you know that this is an advertisement, like imagine you are reading a newspaper or something, and you see an advertisement there. What attracts you first of all? Is it the content that you are attracted with? In Mariam's case, these are the pictures. What about others? Pictures first of all. I agree. Creative approach, okay, content, in this case, content, and the title. Do you really think that the important? Guys, whose microphone is that? I can hear background noise, but I don't know whose microphone is that. So, for who the title is important? Size of the letters, maybe. So, title. Let us talk about title, guys. Why do you think that it's important? Okay, Nura. Very, very important. Okay. I agree. It's the first thing that catches our eyes. It contains the main idea, right? So if I ask you to give another title to this particular list, think of a title that would be attractive for the consumer. What would you think? Yes, Narine, I agree. It shouldn't be long. It should be very short, easy to remember, and eye-catchy. Now think of a title for this particular leaflet. You know that the company is like, you can hire a car from this company. Now think of a title that could be or will be really very attractive. Yes, Angin, I agree with you. So now think of a title. Hire and admire, very nice, right? Laconic and meaningful, okay. Yes, Noor, I agree. Hire and admire, I liked it a lot. Yes, very eye-catchy, very interesting. Okay, other ideas? The best course ever. Okay, Artitesh. Good. Come on, guys, be quick, be creative. Hire but not fire. Okay. Good. Yeah, it was interesting. I would like to go on reading because it was so creative. Hire but not fire. Green road. Tipo, Kanach Janapar, this is what you mean, Vartiter, okay. Hire our cars. Let your legs relax. Good. Not a good one, but traveling made easy. Okay, make travel easy, make traveling easy. Why not? Can be an option. That's it, guys, or still more options? Safe and comfortable. Okay, can be an option. Okay, that's it, I believe. Okay, so now let us return, like they say in French, revenons à nos moutons. Let us return back to our sheep. Fast and easy, luxury space with luxury people. Wow, speed of your life, don't be late. Good, right? Okay, well done, guys. So let us return to our sheet. So the first word that we already have written, say up to 50% on selected modals. 3 days for the what of 2? What do you have for number 2? 3 days for the period of 2, for the price of 2. Okay, if you say for the price of 2, for the discount of 2, so we have 3 options. When you say 3 days for the price of 2, what do you mean, or what does the author mean? What do you think? 3 days for the price of 2. 1 discount, 2 for 1. I don't really understand what we mean, but so 3 days for the price of 2. 2 for 1. What do you mean? Okay, can be an option. But you're hiring 2 vehicles, but you're paying for 1 vehicle, and this is going to happen during or within 3 days only. Can be an option. We're going to see that afterwards. What about the third one? Something insurance and unlimited mileage. Free insurance, maybe. Let us see whether we're going to have Any other option except for free? No. Okay. Extra. Okay. Any idea, or who can explain but not translate, what is meant by saying millage? Unlimited one. Not only Bahram. No translation, but yes, you are right. So this is the number of kilometers or miles the car has been driven. In Armenian, Mahon, Mahonachap, and etc. In this particular case, the number of miles or kilometers the car has traveled. Good. So free insurance, extra 10% something until the end of July. Extra 10% discount, right? Good. And for a limited, something only, for a limited period only. Good. Now let us see whether you were right in giving your answers. And yes, you had price, free, discount, and period. You were quite right. And we move on. By the way, questions here about words, expressions, or things you would like to ask, you would like to discuss, or no? Okay. Mm-hmm. 3 people reacted, so I do hope that there's not have questions. Okay, reward, which can be both a noun and a verb. Any idea? To reward or a reward. What we mean by saying a reward? To reward or a reward or rewarded. Can also be Vostok, but in this particular case, it is something like a kind of a prize, something that you get. So, Mariam, yes, you are near. When you get a reward, you get something. For example, I buy 1 pen and I get, I don't know, something as a reward, another pen. It can also have this meaning, but not in this particular case. Like I buy 1 pen and I get a reward, another pen. So I have 2 pens. I get a pen and I get a reward of, I don't know, 5% discount when I have another purchase some other day. So it is something like a present and something that you get when you buy one thing and you get a discount for the second thing, or you might get certain bonuses. This is what we mean by saying reward here. But all your options like Vostok and stuff like that. So yes, it can be both a noun, a reward, I bought a reward, and also a verb, like I was rewarded or he was rewarded, blah, blah, blah. So both a noun and a verb, yes. So anything else you think? Higher, Carmel, detailed, receipt? I guess that's it. I guess. Anyway, we're going to have a reading now. The same text, but you have true, false answers. So you just read the advertisement. If you didn't read the second column, please read the second column, decide whether the statements are true, false, but do not write anything in the chat box unless I tell you to do so. I'm silent for a minute. 10 more seconds. Okay, so Sonyan Lilith. Second one, the customer can get some deals for half price. True or false? True. Okay. Mariam Markarian. Third one, the price is cheaper if the customer is quick. Mariam Markarian. Okay. Evoyan. It's false. Why do you think it's false? Hermina thinks that it's true. Anna thinks it's true, Sarah true, but why? Justify. Take it from the text and prove it to me. Why you think that it's true or why you think that it's false? It's not just enough to say true, false. You should reason. Why? It's nothing to be sorry about. It is not written about it, so it's false. The last sentence. Until the end of July. Because it is 3 days for 3 days. Exactly, guys. So if the customer hurries, because you have only 3 days, Angin false? No, you have only 3 days. If you do not hurry, you will not get it half price because it says 3 days for what did we insert there for the price of 2, I guess. So it's true because if you do not hurry, you will not get it for half price. So yes, it's true. Everyone. What about 4? Gohar Tonoyan. It's true. Why do you think that it's true? Some people think that it's false. Why false? Why true? The offer is for the whole year. Why? Reason. Why do you think like that? You're right, because it is going to be until the end of July for a limited period. Right. Good. Good. Oh, good. Okay, going to the 5th one, Gold Club members, and Gohar Safarian is going to answer this. Gold Club members have a choice of true or false. It's true. Do we have other opinions with this? Anybody thinks that it's false? Sarah thinks that it's false. Why, Sarah? Can you reason why you think that is false? False, it's not mentioned. International airport, true, there is nothing about choice written. It's not written. Okay, other opinions? It says, as a Gold Club member, you get free hire days or airline miles as your reward. You can use our no, it's different. So they can get free hire days or airline miles, so they can choose one of them. Right, it says you can get free hire days or airline miles as your reward. So yes, means that it's true. Because you can choose, because it says or, and maybe you can also days, because it says you can get free hire days. Maybe you can also say, no, I don't want it on Monday. Hello, Gohar, I don't want it on Monday. I want it on Tuesday or stuff like that. Garjan, join the fun. We are doing a reading, but we are already finishing it. And number 6, everybody join in. Gold Club members are received by express post. True, false. Again, we have both options. So I need reasoning. Why you think that it's true and why you think that it's false. By email, right? It's false. It's not an express post. What is meant? Can I ask you why express post? What do we mean by that? Yes, but what do we mean by saying fast post? No, because when you say by ordinary post, ordinary post is called snail mail. Snail, because it takes a lot of time and it's what we call snail mail. But when we say express, what is it? Was it express? When we say express post, it is when you pay extra money so that it is delivered faster. For example, if for ordinary post, exactly, or DHL, right? DHL is considered to be an express post. FedEx is also considered to be an express post. But our ordinary post, if you do not pay extra money, it is called snail mail, mail, post, because it takes a lot of time. Good. Okay, we move on. And you're going to do a listening. Listen to Rose, I don't know who, a manager consultant answering the question in exercise A and complete each gap with a word. Let me zoom it a bit. It is going to be listening 1.76. That was me, yeah, kind of. I'm copying the link. I guess it should be this one. So I'm silent. Do not write anything in the chat box. Just do the listening and we will come back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to nominate anybody. Could you please jump in? So the first thing, be patient, P-A-T-I-E-N-T, be patient. What's the translation of be patient? Right, well done. Okay, so take time to build relationships, right? Relationships, very nice. And it's important to remember that we are building relationships, just like in Armenian. We have the same, to build relationships, So it's important to remember the verb. Make sure you fully the product or service you are selling. Understand. Okay. Okay, you fully understand. Mm-hmm. Do not try to sell something to a customer that they do not actually need, want. Mm-hmm. Good. Needs or wants, it's they. So it's plural, should be, yeah. Actually, do not actually need or want. Take something to understand what. Take time to understand what the customer wants. Wants. Or listen. No, we are talking about 7, guys. What the customer wants. Why wants? Because it is, you're already on 8, guys. I'm talking about 7. Okay, what the customer wants or what the customer want. It's third person singular. Thank you. And finally, good, good. And finally, customer listened to be listened to. What is it as grammar when we say they want to be listened to as a grammatical phenomenon? No, it's passive, right, Seda? Thank you. Keraborakan. Right, good. Lesats linen, verb akan jalur linen, but it is passive. Right, to be listened to. Good. Nice. Ready for another one? We're going to have another listening. And wait a second, I'm going to copy the link. Good. So those are the answers that you cannot see most probably. We're going to go to listening 1.77. And you should number her points in the order in which she mentions them. That is to say, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 stuff, 6 sentences, but they are not in order. So you should listen and you should put them in order. You already know that number F is the first one. You should decide which one is the second one. Not decide, but listen and order them so that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and etc. I'm copying the link again. And I'm silent. Okay. And we started again, not nominating people. So doing a lot of preparation was the first one. What is the second one? Just write the letter. We have C, we have E, and again C, and again E. No, it's C. Okay, second one, you think that it's C and you are right. The second one is C, guys. Third one. E, A, E, A. No, actually, the third one is, you are right, it's E. What about number 4? You are right, it's A. Number 4 is A. Then we have, good. Then we have number 5. We have D, we have B. What other options do we have? Number 5? You think it's D, sorry, B. In that case, number 6. What do you have number 6 for number 6? D or B. Okay. So we have like this. We have D and then we have B. So F, C, E, A, D, and then B. So this is the order that should be there. Okay. Just a couple of questions, or maybe just one question. Asking for written quotation. What do you understand by saying written quotation? Quotation, you are right, it's mejberun. For example, if I want Lilith, she said something, I'm going to say, life is wonderful, said Lilith, or Lilith said, and this is going to be a quotation. I'm quoting Lilith, mejberumam Lilithin. But remember, we're talking about business. We're talking about purchase, we're talking about selling, and etc. So it's business environment. So here, quotation cannot be mejberun. So what do you think it is in business? Written quotation. And asking for a written quotation. Not exactly, but you're near. No, Gohad. Purchase is buying something. To purchase, to buy. No, it's not an opinion. It's not an agreement. It's not a purchase. It's something like an invoice. You are right, Vartipet. So written quotation is something like an invoice, ապրանքագիր. So I'm going to try to show it to you how it looks. Wait a second. I will be able to do that. If you wait for a second, I believe I will. Or I won't. Հաշիվ ապրանք, something like that. But հաշիվ ապրանքագիր can also be that. Termine տեխնիկական առաջադրանք, no. But wait a second, I will try to find it. I'm sorry, guys. Just a second. I saved it somewhere. I find it for a second. Yeah. Here we are. It's something like that. No, I can't make it bigger, unfortunately. But here you have, for example, the product ID, the description of the product, the quantity, the unit price, and the amount. So this is something like an invoice, հաշիվ ապրանքագիր, but written quotation. No. So once you buy, for example, if my company, for example, Co-op, wait a second, guys. If Co-op decides to buy stationery, pens, pencils, and etc., and a tender is going to be announced, and the company from who Co-op is going to purchase this should provide this document. And this document should be sealed and should be signed so that later on when this, I don't know, different, kind of, but not necessarily, because Gunman Act and these are two different things, guys. Gunman Act, it's a different document. Invoice, հաշիվ ապրանքագիր, or written quotation, this is something different. Murhag, factura, yeah, you're quite near. So it is a document like this. It is not HDM exactly, Lilijan, because when you go to the shop and you buy this pen, you're going to have this HDM. But when you are dealing with companies and when you want to purchase the official or the invoice. Yes, but in supermarkets you are getting this hadama, you're getting this what is it? I don't know. You're getting when you have the price and etc. But this is a different thing. Yes, when we're talking about faktura, but this is the Russian word of hashiba, but this is not hadama. This is a different thing. This is what you get when you are dealing, when your company is dealing with another company. It is not bartaboragir, guys. It is, I don't know, Lilith, whether they can give you hashiba prankagir. Why should they give you? Maybe, I don't know. But this is when I want to buy 100 pens, I ask the company to give me a written quotation so that I can later on present it to, I don't know, taxing services. Whenever I have audit, I'm going to present this document which will verify that I haven't done any laundry, meaning I haven't done it. Okay? So this is something like an invoice where you have the price per unit, the total price, whether it was, I don't know, how many pieces, and etc. Yes, it can be a very long sheet if you are purchasing 1 million items. Guys, in English, we have a difference between written quotation and invoice. In Armenia and in post-Soviet countries and even in Europe, they are using invoice. Written quotation is a bit less formal than invoice. You can ask, for example, for written quotation that will not have any seal or any seal or any stamp. But when you have an invoice, it's almost always with a stamp, with a signature or something, mostly with stamp. Okay, so this is the difference. Because, I mean, in business world, very rarely you will be able to hear the expression written quotation. Mostly, you hear the word invoice. Now, I don't know any supermarket which gives written quotation. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't come across. Laundry, yeah. Guys, Gunman Act is a bit different. When you have this Gunman Act, I mean, it can be how to differentiate that. Guys, whose microphone is that? Could you please switch it off? Don't panic. Okay. When don't panic, John, could you please switch it off? Thank you. Thank you. When you have Gunman Act, it is not necessarily an invoice. These are different things. No, it's too long, but you are right. Okay, Gunman. Okay. Okay, now guys, you are entering into the details. Guys, can we stop writing in Armenian? Please stop writing in Armenian. If you need something in English, for example, I can provide it to you. For example, B-A-T. But let us stop writing in Armenian. So it is not Gunman Act. It is something like an invoice, but we call it a written quotation. It is something where you have the name of the product and when you have the quantity of the product and etc. and etc. It is not Gunman Act. It is not VAT. It is not GDP, and it is not like that. Yeah, sorry. We call it laundromat. Something like that, yeah. Guys, but let me check because this is a Turkish word. Let me check. Wait a second, I will check because I'm not quite sure about the spelling because this is a Turkish word that people use and they say it's a laundromat. It's like this, laundromat. This is Poveri Levatum. Laundromat. And I guess you heard this scandal when certain politicians were were accused in the EU. They were accused for laundromat. This is what we call լրացում. Offshore is a different thing, Վարդուջան. You can have offshore accounts, offshore-ային հաշիվներ, but now we are talking about փողերի լվացում, and this is a foreign word that Englishmen use to talk about փողերի լրացում. Which one word, Անգինջան, փողերի լվացում? Is this what you're asking? No? Then what are you asking? Offshore account? Yes, Angin, offshore account? No. Then what is AC? I didn't catch it. Laundromat, you use some words starting with AQ. Sorry. Okay, let us go back. Okay, can we move on from written quotation, invoice, laundromat, VAT, GDP, and stuff like that? Accusing, if I said accusing, oh yeah, I said that certain politicians accused, yes, accused for laundromat. Yes. Thank you, Naira. What is GDP? GDP is HNA. VAT is AAH. VAT is AAH. And I'm moving on. Sorry. Gross domestic product. Yes. Okay, we are done. No more discussion, no more written something, and we are on grammar. We are on grammar gorillas. Okay. So, yes, finally. So we are going to talk about past time references. That is to say, we're going to talk about past tense, and we are going to talk about time references, meaning what words and what time references you should use or you can use if you want to use past simple. This is going to be very easy because I'm sure all of you know this. So yes, you're quite right. So we have the word ago, which means araj, for example, 2 months ago, a week ago, a year ago. We have last week, that is to say the word last week, last year, last month, last Tuesday, for example. Exactly, you know all this. And also we are going to talk about prepositions on, from, to, for, during, and etc. Because very often, very many people confuse this. And it's shameful to say, but sometimes, like mechanically, I'm confusing these prepositions as well. So it's quite important to try to remember and to repeat them so that you never make mistakes, typos, or stuff like that with us. So when we have months or when we have years, we are using in. For example, in August, in 1918, and etc. You all know this, no novelty here. But very often you confuse this with the dates. For example, you say in 9th June. No, you cannot say exactly, Vartaja. No, you cannot say in not when you May or June and etc. So when you don't have a date, it's in June, in September, in July, and etc. As soon as you have a date, like it should be on 15th July, on 18th March, and etc. This is the most widespread mistake or slip that people are making. To err is human. Yes, you're quite right. On Monday, on Tuesday, and etc. So from to, and I want to write a very nice expression for you. Maybe you're going to write it. I just remember it. From cradle to death. Any idea? Any idea what this means? From cradle to death. It's a very nice expression. Yes. Cradle means oran. That is to say, ororots, oran. So from cradle to death means tsananditsma. So I will be loyal. And we also can have past simple when we have during, and we are talking about a certain time period which was in the past. For example, during October, you have here, it's not Arten, Nura, wait a second, I will return to that. During October, we reached our sales target for the year. Or during November, we I don't know, wrote 10 articles. Because it's already over. Yes, it means untouched. But for example, if we are now in June, it's June now, and I want to say that in March I wrote, I don't know, some 3 articles, I can say during March I wrote 3 articles, and I should use past simple because I am naming a month and I'm using during to say that it was during the whole month that I wrote 3 articles. And returning to Arten Hinktari, you should be attentive here. Your main, Angin, I can't understand what's that. Your maining, yes, this is our abbreviation. Your maining or your maining. Angin, sorry, write it again. I can't understand. So you should use a different tense. It's a different tense. It's already for 5 years. I haven't seen. So it's present perfect. So attentive here. It's not Arten Hinktari. And Angina, I'm still waiting to understand what was that. That's okay that she doesn't want to miss any word, but sometimes I'm having problems understanding. Sorry that I can't understand. Sorry for that. I am sorry for that. So just write to me. I will try to answer. Questions here, guys. The most important thing is this part, that it's in April, on 15th April. Just remember this one. The rest, you know, I'm sure you know everything, but sometimes I guess you are making certain mistakes. You just need a bit of practice. Yes, I agree with you. No questions here moving forward, or not yet? No questions. The rest as well, or no? Okay. No questions. Good. We move on. Again, I'm silent for, no, I can't be silent, sorry. I can't be silent because you have been bombarding me with questions and we are running out of time. So I'm reading and you are just jumping in. Christian Sanchez graduated from Tufts University in 2001. Which one? In 2001, okay. With a degree in chemistry, okay. As part of his course, he did an internship at Merck for in 8 months. We have during an option, we have for an option. What is chemistry? Chemistry, chemia. Satanic. Okay. We have during and for. Let me try to explain it to you. When you say during 8 months, it means that, for example, when I say, please do not type anything, just listen to me for a while. If I say, I have been living there during 8 years, that's okay. But if I say, I have been doing chemistry during 8 months, it means that maybe I had certain times when I was not participating in for example, classes and etc. I have been traveling maybe and etc. But when I say for 8 months, it means that I have been constantly there during my studies for 8 long months. I started in September and I ended 8 months after 8 months. But when I say during, I might be living, for example, in Moscow for 8 months, but I might have studied for 2 months here, 1 month there, 1 week there. So when you want to say that a person has been doing his studies constantly for 8 months, you should use for, not during. Because during can also mean that I studied 1 month, then I had some 2 weeks of travel, then I started studying for some 3 months, and etc. If the process is uninterrupted, more or less, you are using not during. So far, so good or no? Can be continuous. I'm not saying that it's almost always non-continuous. But when we say for 8 months, the person understands that I went there for studies. When I say during 8 months, I might be there in September, but I might have started my lessons that I studied for 8 months. So when you want to show that it's a continuous process, you're using for. Though I'm not saying that during is incorrect, but if you want to imply that it was an uninterrupted process, you're using during. Good. During 8 months. After his degree, Merck offered him a permanent job. Good. A permanent job as a chemical analyst at the company's research center in New Jersey. He worked there from 2001 to 2003. From 2001 to 2003. Right. During on his time at Merck, Christian realized, yes, exactly, during his time at Merck, yes, Christian realized he wanted to change career, so he decided to do an MBA in May 2004. On May. Why on May? It should be in because you don't have any date. Amsativchka, guys. Taretivka, but it's different. Amsativchka, that's why it should be in May 2004. He started a 2-year MBA at Stanford University. Following his MBA, he joined the sales team at Johnson & Johnson in or for 15th September 2006. There, you should have on because you have a date. Right, on. Good. 2 years since ago last, he became the regional sales manager. 2 years last, he became? 2 years ago. Okay, 2 years ago, right? He became the regional sales manager for the Americas. Next month, he accepted an exciting job offer. Next month, he accepted. Pay attention to the tense. Next month, there is no will. So last month, he accepted an exciting job offer, blah, blah, blah. I saw somebody asking me, Arach Teheto, I guess you were talking about ago. So 2 years ago, he became the regional blah, blah, blah. 2 years ago, how do you understand it here? 2 years ago, he became the regional sales manager for the Americas. Okay, good. What was the second one? Where is the second one? It was for 8 months. He did an internship at Merck for 8 months. Okay, but I have a couple of questions for you. So, permanent job, how do you understand that? Permanent job. Exactly. Մշտական աշխատանք, Okay. Avartel ինչ-որ բու. What preposition are you using with it? To graduate from. Okay. Exactly. Internship. How do you understand that? Internship. Exactly. When you are an intern and you are doing stażovuciun, practica, etc. Yes, you're right. Questions here. MBA. Do we all know what MBA stands for? MBA, abbreviation, MBA. It's here, guys. If you cannot find it, it's here. MBA. Master's degree in business administration. It's master of business. Yes, you're right. Questions here, or we move on? Move on. Move on. That's an order. Move on. Okay, moving on. Answers. We don't need the answers. An easy one, a very easy one for you. So, was or where? Come on, it's easy, but still. Sandra was at the meeting. Jeff and Liz was or were at head office? Of course, where, because two people, if it's plural, it should be where. Okay. So there was or there were. No, we're talking about was or where, only was or where. There was a lot of sales representatives. Do you think like that? There were, because you have representatives, which is plural. There were a lot of sales representatives, right? It was difficult to get a discount, or it were difficult? It was difficult to get a discount, right? The people, number 5. The people is plural, guys. It was. The people were nice, but their questions were very difficult. Okay. Okay. Or maybe I was a bit tired. Okay. The product. Which one is Havakakan Goyakan? People? I wouldn't say that it's Havakakan Goyakan, though. It's just the plural of person. Person, the plural is people. The product presentation was last Tuesday. My boss and I were there to talk about our new brand of soft drinks. Right. Their products were. Past products were always the best on the market. 2 or 3 of our customers from Korea were. Yeah, okay. Good. Guys, I don't want to rush through, so we are going to stop here. But this is not yet the end of the lesson. We have been discussing a couple of words. To rush through. What? Angin, to rush through. Are you asking this one? To rush through. Thank you, Bakri. To rush through. So we are going to stop here. But this is not the end, because I'm gonna also show you the home assignment that you should prepare for your webinars. And also I'm going to ask you certain words that we have been throughout this live session today. So attention, I'm going to tell you the Armenian. You should jump in and write the English versions in the chat box. Let us see how many words remember. So, հարաբերություններ կառուցել. Նուրա, it's not հարաբերություն, it's կառուցել. To build relations, right? Good. Then we have մշտական աշխատանք. Permanent job. Very nice. Good. Practica. Internship. Right. Good. The target. Okay. Aim at. Very nice. Aim at. Right. Շուկայում, օրինակ, շուկայում արկա են ինչ-որ պրոդուկտներ, շուկայում, on the market, very nice, Gayane, on the market, you had it somewhere here, have a look here, it's on the market, on the market, yeah. I'm very bad at drawing, so. Then, օրորոցից մինչև մահ, from cradle to grave, from cradle to death, right? And another thing was, what was that I want? Yeah, you have been bombarding me the questions. Now your turn. Ավելացված արժեքի հարկ. VAT. Okay. Now open this abbreviation. Open it. Value added tax. Good. Bravi, ragazzi. Good. Hana. GDP or GNP, gross domestic product or gross national product, right? Then we have invoice, something like an invoice, quotation, okay, and written quotation, quotation, right? The say relevation. Okay, laundromat. And you also mentioned offshore and hashif. Offshore accounts. Okay, good. Offshore accounts. Right, you are. Good. Oof. Do you have questions, guys, before I move on to the home assignment? No. Sure? I will miss your questions. Come on, ask me questions. Okay. Do you think it was a nice lesson, Gayane? It was a shuka. It was not a lesson. Okay, guys. So, home assignment for your webinars. So, make notes about your career or studies. Use the notes in your previous exercise 12. You just skip this because we didn't do any previous exercise. Prepare a speech of about 3 minutes for the interactive webinar. Let me tell you what I mean. I want you to talk about your experience as a student or maybe as an employee somewhere, and I want you to talk about your experience using past tense. For example, back in 2001, I was admitted to Yerevan State Linguistic University. In 2002, I started learning Spanish. In 2003, I participated in a conference. In 2006, I graduated from the university. You just pick up a short period from your career, and it shouldn't be in the form of a CV, Nura. It's not going to be in written form. You should, yeah, kind of, but related to your career or studies, not just a story of your life, a love story. It will be very interesting, but not a love story. Something related to your studies or to your career. And do not concentrate on 3 minutes. It can be even 1 minute long, 20 seconds long. But you are talking about your career using past tense. The key point is to use past tense. Okay. Okay. Good. Then, thank you for this very active lesson. I really enjoyed it a lot. Sorry that it was a mess at a given period of time. I was not able to control it. Sorry to err is human. Thank you for the lesson and see you, some of you, during the interactive webinar. So enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye-bye.